Happy Kwanzaa. It's X-Man 1991. I am back again with another video. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend. My weekend was okay, especially for watching sports. I got a lot of sporting games to do a recap on. And I think this is probably the only rant that I'm going to be doing today. After doing 2 parts of my Let's Play of The Simpsons Road Rage, hope you guys enjoyed that. And there will be more Let's Plays coming before the end of this year. In the meantime, this video rant is sponsorship by Diet Arnold Palmer Half and Half Iced Tea Lemonade. I need to take a sip of this to keep my anger in check. Some wild and crazy ass games this past weekend. And like I said before I go any further, if you like my videos, if you liking the content, if you like what you see, make sure you share my videos on any social media platform that you use, whether it's Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, TikTok, MySpace if you're still using, and I'll be more than happy to share your videos on any social media platform that I use. Also, follow me on social media. Links will be in the description. And anytime I make a Houston Texans video, a link to the YouTube pages of Spitz 389, Mike Henry, Alexa and Maria and Olivia will be in the description box below. In the meantime, let's get right into it. First game we're going to do a recap on is this past Saturday's game between the Miami Heat and the San Antonio Spurs. Almost forgot something. So, the Heat beat the Spurs by 10 points on Saturday, 111 to 101. The player of the game was Jimmy Butler with 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Bam Adebayo needed 7 more assists to go with a triple-double. And if you hear noise in the background, I'm actually watching my guy Swaggy reacts. In his reaction to, he was a what? Mr. Ballin is insane, death shock the country. That's Swaggy Reacts reactions that I'm watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to Swaggy Reacts too. I'm going to leave a link to his page in the description box below. He's on the road to 50K. Let's help my man Swaggy Reacts reach 50,000 subscribers. Tomorrow night, the Heat take on the Bulls. Friday, they take on the Pacers. Kwanzaa, next Monday, they take on the Timberwolves. Next Wednesday, taking on the Lakers, which I can't wait to watch. Next Friday, against the Denver Chicken Nuggets. New Year's Eve against the Jazz. January 2nd against the Clippers. January 4th against the Lakers. Next game. Is a recap of yesterday's game between the Washington Wizards and the LA Lakers. Lakers beat the Wizards by a deuce, 119 to 117. You all should know who was the player of the game. It was LeBron with 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. Thomas Bryant needed 8 more assists to go with a triple-double. Kristaps Porzingis needed 5 more assists to go with a triple-double. Lakers right now are going up against the Suns. They're trailing 111-88 in the fourth quarter. Wednesday, they go against the Kings. Friday, taking on the Hornets. Christmas Day against the Mavericks. Next Tuesday against the Magic. Next Wednesday against the Heat. LeBron's birthday next Friday against the Hawks. January 2nd against the Hornets. January 4th taking on the Heat. Next game. A recap of this past Saturday's game between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Houston Rockets. Let's see. I believe the Rockets lost to the Trailblazers 107-95, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 107-95, the Rockets lost to the Trailblazers. Fernie Simmons was the player of the game with 32 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. Damian Lillard needed 7 more rebounds to go with a triple-double. Josh Hart needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. And the Rockets just lost to the Spurs today, 124-105. The player of that game was Devin Vassell with 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Rockets' next game is this Wednesday, taking on the Magic. Then Friday, they take on the Mavs. Kwanzaa against the Bulls. Next Tuesday against the Celtics. Next Thursday, my granny's birthday against the Mavericks. New Year's Eve, taking on the Knicks. January 2nd, taking on the Mavs. And January 4th against the Pelicans. Guys, I have no idea. I don't know. These two teams have really disappointed me yesterday. I didn't watch neither one of these games, to be honest. One of them I did watch a little bit, then I just couldn't watch it anymore in the second half. This weekend was not a good weekend for these two NFL teams. But anyway, in the good words of my good friend Spitz 389. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sports topic, and today we're going to talk some football, Houston Texan football. First, we're going to do a recap of yesterday's NFL game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Texans outscored the Chiefs by a touchdown in the first quarter. Then they trailed by 6 in the second quarter, 13-7. At halftime, Texans 14, Chiefs 13. Texans outscored the Chiefs by a touchdown in the third quarter while the Chiefs kicked the field goal. After the third quarter, Texans 21, Chiefs 17. Texans gave up 8 in the fourth quarter while kicking a field goal. At the end of regulation, the score was tied at 24, and they took the game to overtime. Texans gave up 2 field goals at overtime, falling to the Kansas City Chiefs by 6, 30-24. The Chiefs are now 11-3 as the Texans have 1 win, 12 losses, and 1 tie. I don't have to look to see which opponents they have next. Christmas Eve against the Titans, New Year's Day taking on the Jaguars, and January 8th, a rematch against the Colts. Now let's do a recap of yesterday's NFL game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hold on. Cowboys outscored the Jaguars by a touchdown in the first quarter. Then they outscored them by 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. So it's Cowboys 21, Jaguars 7 at halftime. Cowboys collapsed in the second half, giving up 17 in the third quarter while they kicked 2 field goals. After 3, Cowboys Cowboys 27, Jaguars 24. Cowboys gave up 2 touchdowns. Cowboys gave up a touchdown, and they gave up 10 in the fourth quarter while they scored a touchdown. At the end of regulation, the score was tied at 34, and they took the game to overtime. Giving up 2 field goals at overtime, falling to the Jacksonville Jaguars 40-34. Jaguars are now 6-8 as the Cowboys fall 10-4. Christmas Eve, the Cowboys got the unstoppable Philadelphia Eagles. New Year's Day, or December 29th, against the Titans. And January 8th against the Washington Commanders. First off, I want to say congratulations to the Lakers and the Heat for winning their games. Rockets, I don't know what's going on with them. They lost to the Trailblazers and they just lost to the Spurs. I give Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs credit because they came to play. And I give the Jacksonville Jaguars credit too. Shout out to quarterback of the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. They definitely came to play. But I don't know what the hell happened to them Cowboys. They were killing Jaguars in the first half, and then all of a sudden they collapsed in the second half, allowing the game to go to overtime, allowing the Jaguars to beat them. Unfreaking believable. I thought the Texans was going to pull this off, finally win a game at the crib, but they collapsed as well to the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I'm disappointed in both the Cowboys and the Texans, but that's okay. Because on Christmas Eve, they got the Eagles and they got the Titans. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we should have to wait and see. Oh, I still said that I was not watching the Texans anymore for the rest of the season after they failed to beat Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. I did watch them go up against the Cowboys, but then I decided to not watch them for the rest of the season. I only watched them a little bit yesterday and then I stopped. And I didn't get a chance to watch the Cowboys and the Jaguars. But it's sad that both of these teams have lost. So we got 3 games left. All the Texans have to do is finish their last 3 games, and we'll see them next season. As for the Cowboys, just keep your heads up, get your shit together, focus, because y'all got the unstoppable Philadelphia Eagles on Christmas Eve. Like I said in any Houston Texans video that I make, a link to Spitz 389, Mike Henry, Alexa and Maria and Olivia's YouTube channels will be in the description box below. And I will also leave a link to my guy Swaggy Reacts YouTube page in the description box below. He's on the road to 50K. Let's help Swaggy reach 50,000 subscribers before the end of this year and before Christmas. So that's going to do it for my recap of the Rockets taking on the Trailblazers and the Spurs, the Lakers taking on the Wizards, the Miami Heat against the Spurs, the Texans taking on the Chiefs, and the Cowboys against the Jaguars. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Lakers, Rockets, Heat, Texans, and Cowboys rant. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about these games. I will catch you tomorrow for a Let's Play celebrating 30 years of Streets of Rage 2 and reminiscing 21 years of The Rock vs. Tess from the December 20th, 2001 edition of SmackDown. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Go Miami Heat. Go Los Angeles Lakers. Go Houston Rockets. And as always, go Houston Texans. And go Dallas Cowboys.